All right, gang, let's play a one-turner. So I got out, what is it? Here Come the Rebels. Thought maybe we'd play that first one-turn scenario and see what we might be able to do with that. Let me get the box. So this is 2nd Manassas to Antietam, September of 1862. And this game is in the year, I'm sure it's 1990 something. Let's see. 1993. Is that the year after Stonewall Jackson's Way? Anyhow, that's a box. Sorry, not zooming out. Look at a pretty picture. All right, good. Let's get started. So there are 4 victory locations for the Union. And of course you have strength point losses that'll give you victory points. Let's see, the 4 victory locations are, this one I got an X in. Now I live in this area here. Somewhere in this area I live. Roarsville, something like that. Never heard of it. Zittlestown. Boonesboro, I think, is the big one. And then Mountains Tavern or something like that. There's 2 here, 1 here, and 1 here. All right. However, the Union cannot go in any hex adjacent to Burkittsville or, where's the other one at? And there's another one down here somewhere they can't. I think it's this one right here. In other words, it keeps them from using these roads and going around, just driving around behind. So they have 2 approaches to this. And of course, this is the South Mountain battle. So it's straight into them, or if they can get a doozy of a roll, they can use these roads right here to go around behind. So this will depend on initiative. And whether or not the Union can get a big roll or not. So we've got Reno's 9th Corps. And we probably need to do, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Probably need to do a corps activation with Reno. I'll make sure y'all are going to be able to see what we're getting into. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's do Reno. Oh, I need my charts. Here they are. All right, so an infantry determining movement allowance in an activate leader action. So we're going to activate a leader. I don't think we have to do anything else since they have the initiative. Where's my dig out my sequence of play? And I'm using the version 1.3 rules. So if I screw something up, cuss me. Just thought I'd do something sort of light tonight. Oh my God. Alright, no random events. We're not going to do. I don't think we need to do any leader transfer because Reno can move with whoever he's sitting on. Alright, yeah, action, initiative. Okay, so they've got the initiative. Move this out of the way. Oh, boy. I got one of these. I printed off in these organization charts that somebody was nice enough to make, and you can get them from the gamers. It's in their archive thing, whatever. And I laminated them. So this is if you don't want to have to keep stacking strength markers and everything else under there. You can list their strength in one box, and you can list what fatigue level they are in another box. Oh, it even has the victory stuff on here. So, right there. Mountain House, that's the name of that objective. All right, but just since we're playing and y'all probably need to see it, we'll go ahead and we'll use the markers. All right, so we want to do a corps activation. He's a Union infantry leader. Yeah, I'm going to be yawning. I don't know why. Probably got up too early. So a Union infantry leader, which is what Reno is going to be, is going to get a 1d plus 1. So let's roll on our wonderful tower. 6. He's going to get 7. What a roll. What a freaking roll. man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. God, if I force marching. Doesn't say anything about force marching. Only an organized unit may force march. Flip the unit strength marker to its disorganized side. Well, we don't want to do that. We can, however. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Colquitt is sitting on a 2. Whoops. All right, Cox has got 6. Wilcox has a 7. 7. Oh boy. What's Rob? He's probably got a boatload now. He's got a 10. All right, so I think what we need to do. Man, do we need to go ahead and hit Colquitt with Cox right away? Because if Cox chokes this, he'll immediately lose 2 fatigue, but he'll be down to 3 already. But they can also... No, we'd have to do a grand assault. No, they could do a flank. Let's see. 2 enemy units exert zones controlled 68 hex adjacent to the defender. 1 enemy unit attacks. The attacker is a +4. So if they can get on either side, and then somebody hit him right in the face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cox will go down here. Oh, fatigue. Good. Put fatigue markers. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? All right. Put a fatigue marker under Cox. And we know he's going to move right there. All right. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be Wilcox. Wow. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Or he could go with 3. And that would leave him with 4. What kind of attack could he do with 4? He could do a prepared attack, and that'd be a +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to move Reno. Yeah, shit, I should have transferred. Oh, you can do Reno. Yeah, you can transfer him during this too. So we're going to transfer Reno to the him. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. No. Damn. Okay, so to move through another unit is it's another additional, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so Sturgis can go there. All right, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to do a prepared attack on Colquitt. All right, so where's my other handy dandy little chart? Oh, I didn't print it off. All right. Another chart too to do your combat modifiers. I meant to print that darn thing off. Let's use the card here. All right, so let's figure out. All right, so we know we're going to get a flank attack bonus of, let's see, 68 hex adjacent to the defender. We're going to get a +4. The unit A is friendly to the defender. If one enemy unit attacks, the attacker has a +4 basic flank bonus since all 6 hexes are covered. The final flank bonus is reduced to +3 as one of the 6 uncovered hexes is occupied. Okay, well, it's only a +3 because... So he gets a +4 if they flanked him and all these hexes do not have enemies in them. But if one of them's occupied, it takes it down to a +3. It might even, I wonder if that one right there would even cost it 1 too. Doesn't say that on the card. As one of the 6 uncovered hexes is occupied by a unit friendly to the defender. No, it doesn't say that. All right, so it just reduces it 1. I mean, it's still a flank attack. I mean, they're still flanking him. All right, so we know for flank that's going to be a let's see. So we know it's going to be a +3 for flank. All right. And it is, Colquitt's got 2, I think I said. Yeah, Colquitt's got 2. And Reno's got 7, so that's going to be 2 to 1. Or 3 to 1, sorry. So a 3 to 1 attack is a +2 for the Union. All right. Right now the die roll's +2. See if there's anything else over there. Nope. All right. And I got to put these fatigue markers under these guys. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'll usually remember it, but it's usually after the fact that I do it. All right, so he gets his 1 already. This series of games is just so simple to set up and play. Yeah, you might forget something. You might have to look something up, or maybe you forget a rule or something. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody does that. And if I do here, just type it somewhere. Type it in the comments. All right, so we got +2. All right, we need to figure out the tactical value, which, yeah, I always mess that up too because of the big leaders. The big leader's tactical value is the first number. Okay, so he's a 3 and he's a 2, so that's +1 for the Union. All right, artillery is going to be this guy here. He's got 3 and he's got 1, so that's going to be +2, and he is in. That's what I need. I need my terrain chart, and I don't have it. I don't have it. This map doesn't have one on it. I got to get the other map out. Crap. Just while I was chugging along. Here it is. All these scenarios on. They should put the terrain chart on both maps. It's not that big. Let's see. So he is in a rough hex. Which to me, he's got trees in it, but it's a rough hex. So +2 rough. Artillery is going to have no effect. So nothing changes for the artillery. So that's a wash. All right, what else am I missing here? We've got +3 to the flank. No RT modifiers. And the most artillery you can get is a +2 anyhow. No defender's flank refused. No general Lee bonus. No assault. Oh, it is. He gets a +1. No, I'm sorry. He gets a +1 for prepared attack. Boy, there are no negatives here for the Confederates. Man. Surprise, cavalry charge, Stafford height. He's getting. Oh wait, he's behind a stream. Does that help? Does that help? Let's see. Defender's die roll modifiers. Defending units across a bridge, dam, ferry, or ford. I don't think he is. No, that's just a stream. That's just a stream. He's defending across a creek. Is that a creek? Is that a creek? That little waterway there? Let's find out. Yes, it is. It's a creek. So he's going to get, the defender's going to get, let's see. He's going to get a +1 for him. All right. Gunboat, unit panic, at least half the combat value in the hex is contributed by, nope. All right, so that's it. Unless I'm missing something, the Union is going to get 5, 6, he's going to get a +7. And the Confederates +1, so it's going to be +6 to the Union die roll. pretty much. Or plus, yeah, he's going to get +6, Confederate's going to get +1. So 11 to 3, that's going to be an 8. Over to the old combat chart. And like I said, I'm using the 1.3 stuff. All right, so he had a 2, and it's an 8. Oh, Jesus. He got freaking destroyed. Colquitt got wasted completely, I believe. He got caught out front there. Yeah, he sure did. He lost. That's 2 strength points and him gone. Man. All right, so 7 for the Union. And it was an 8. And all he gets is a little A. Wow. He can advance after combat. All right. So that's all 4 he used. So yeah, because he was 1, 2, 3, and the attack was 4. So he has moved in right there. Wow. That was pretty devastating right off the bat here. Did I mess that up? I'd say I'd ask somebody, but this is being recorded, not live. Let's see. I always get, there's so many games that I play that you have, whether something goes disrupted, disorganized, or whatever after the combat. So I have to remember, I have to look it up in each game. All right, here we go. Attack procedure, roll, yeah, bud. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Okay. All right, notice -2 if the active leader. Okay, nope, 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 nope. Let's do, well, the actual procedures for combat, all the things you check, is about a page and a half long, which is interesting. Oh, where's the afterwards? Combat results, okay. Yeah, I know that. All right. Applying results. Attacker. In a march, the attacker's letter and number results apply only to the active unit, even if other friendly units occupy the same hex. In an assault, blah, blah, blah. Fully applied. Attacker must among any of his attacking units as he wishes. Units providing flank attack bonuses which do not participate in the attack are unaffected. No, doesn't say a thing. Advances. Here we go. Where's advances? All right, if the attacker receives an A result, none, some, or all of the attacking units may advance into the hex vacated by the defender. An advance is not considered movement and does not expend movement points. A unit may enter or exit an enemy zone of control or advance from one enemy zone of control to another without penalty. Regardless of whether or not a unit obtaining A advances, its march may continue as long as it did not suffer a D, F, or E result. However, it may not continue to move if it advances into an enemy zone of control. In this case, the unit must either attack again or end its march, and he doesn't do anything. All right, so hey, you don't. Apparently, I don't see where you have to. No, because you apply that when he activates. All right, back to what we were doing. Yeah, that went well for Reno, that's for sure. Went very well for Reno. Very, very well. Thing is, he can't attack anymore. And that is the end of that activation. Oh no, he's going to move this guy up here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man. Well, if Rodman gets in there with Reno on the next turn, see, who is it? Is it Hood or is it D.H. Hill? 4, 2. I think it's D.H. or D.R. Jones. Yeah, he's got a 10 strength unit. So they probably need to hold. See, Longstreet can't issue an order to all three. These guys can only act individually, which that stinks. All right, let's roll for this. Wait a minute, hold on. Check my. I need to get my sequence of play card. I know I made one. All right. I know I made one. All right, ending the action cycle. Okay. So we roll for initiative again. Oh my God. The action phase. Initiative segment. Oh, okay. Initiative segment. All right, let's see. And it's a tie, which I believe, let's see. Where's that? All right. The player with the highest roll wins. If both players roll the same number, special consideration may apply. In BAC and AIO, which does not apply to these. In all other games, the Confederate player wins initiative. Ooh. So Johnny Reb gets the honors. All right. First thing he's got to do, he has got to get strength in there. This cavalry unit's he might come in handy on this next turn. He's only got 2 in there. He's got 4. And Rhodes has 2. Jesus. All right, I think we need to get... We need to get D.H. Hill, I think, in there with Garland. All right, let's do that. Let's go with D.H. Hill. We're going to try to move D.H. Hill A in here with Garland. And since he is I need a paper towel or something. Since he is a Confederate, this is just a regular, so he's a Confederate infantry. He gets a 1D plus 1. 4, that's a 5. So he's going to go in there. That's going to cost him 1. Oh, darn it, Jeffrey. That's going to cost him 1. All right, so now he's got 6 in there. And he's got 6. And he's got 7, so he's not going after him. Turner's Gap. All right. Does he want to do anything else? No, he doesn't have what they need. He can't. He's just going to sit there. It would be nice. Activate leader assault, burn a railroad station or trench bit in 1863 or later. Well, we're not up there yet. All right, let's roll for initiative again. And Billy Yank gets to go. Well, so do we want to do a divisional? I think we do. So no, they can't. They would have to start together. So what I'm thinking is we do another. Oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. All right, let's do another core activation for Reno. Man. Six again. That's 7 again. So Cox is going to... Whoops. Cox will probably pull out. So Cox will pull out, which I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they just took Zittlestown. I don't going to increase his fatigue. So he moves up 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's got 7. So he can't do. He could do an assault on his turn. Wow, this is going to be tough. This is going to be, and he's got a, no, he doesn't have a great rating. Neither does Hooker. Oh, look at that image again. Let me look at that image again. I always mess this up. Command value, tactical value. So his command value, if they were to do an assault, that command value, that 5 is actually pretty nice. I want to check that. Yeah, here we go. Oh, let's see. Leader may be selected for more than subordinate. Okay. Roll for command. This roll may be like, if he rolls a 6, the assault automatically ends. Alright. If he rolls a 5 or less, apply any appropriate modifier to this die roll, see below, from the command value. Okay, so that would be if he wants to do, well, let's see. That was a regular assault. Can he conduct a grand assault, an army or district leader of a friendly army? So there are going to be no grand assaults in this game. Nope. Because Lee or the Army of Potomac General's not on. So they can do a regular assault from the same hex. The question is if Rodman moves in there, can Rodman attack? Or can Reno use him in an attack? And I don't see why not, right? I forgot to put a marker under him too. All right, so if Rodman moves in there, all right, we're going to move Rodman in with Reno. All right. Reno is going to try to do a divisional assault. So what we have to do, I'll make sure real quick. Oh, these little subtle rules is what hangs you out. So he may conduct, an assault. All right, assault action enables a district, division, or corps leader to attack a single adjacent enemy occupied X with a group of subordinate units, rather than attacking with each individually. Only one leader at a time may be chosen for an assault. A leader is eligible for an assault only if one or more subordinate units in the leader's hex have a fatigue level of 3 or less, and movement points are not used in an assault, and the active player does not roll a die to determine a movement allowance. Assaults, yeah, I know that. Assaults are explained over yonder. I just want to make sure there's no rule says that unit just moved in there. All right, 3 or less are stacked with the leader. A movement allowance is not calculated in an assault, and movement points are not used. Thus, the active player does not specify a type of attack. All right. The active player selects an eligible leader. Next, he chooses one or more units in the active leader's hex belonging to the same command as that leader. Each unit selected to participate in the action must be at a fatigue level of 3 or less. All right. That doesn't say they can't. All right, so he's going to do an assault. All right, so honestly, the first thing you need to do, all right, we're determining the participants. All right, and they've got to increase their fatigue. So both of these units here are going to, he's going to increase his fatigue to 2, and he's going to go to 3. All right, which means he's going to be useless after this. Okay, yeah, so regardless of whether the attack happens or not, they get fatigued. All right, select the target, which is right yonder. All right, no cavalry retreat on this. Roll for command. All right. So he rolls a 6. Let's see. If he rolls a 6, it ends, and nothing else happens. He rolls a 5 or less. Where's those modifiers? Not a district leader. Okay, so he needs to roll at least. He needs to roll a 1, 2, or 3. In order to have both of those units, because his command value is a 5. All right, so it's going to be whatever this roll is, you're going to subtract it from that value. If he rolls something that would say only 1 or 0 units could attack, you always have to attack with 1. So he rolls a 3. So he gets both of those units. All right, so now we have an assault. All right, so let the combat begin again. So let's get the odds first. And we've got 6 and we've got 7. So we have 13. All right, let's get these things separated here. We've got 13 into 6. All right, so that's going to be 2 to 1. All right, so we know it's 2 to 1 is going to be a +1. All right, so we're going to go, the Union gets a +1. All right. Okay. Let's do artillery. So he's got 3. We've got 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be a +2, but he's in those mountains. +2, but he is in those mountains. It's going to be no effect. All right, so Artie is nothing. All right, tactical value. He's got a 3, but guess what? D.H. Hill has a 3. So that's going to wash. You know, this one's not getting to be so surprising here. It is an assault. So that's an assault action. That's going to be +1. All right, what else we got? He's got the flank bonus because they're on both sides, but somebody is in one of the 6 hexes. So it's going to be a +3. Wow. That helps. Ratio, tactical, nope. Flank attack, artillery, nope. Defender's flank, nope. Surprise, cavalry, stabber. Okay, defending across a defender is in a mountain hex. And that is a mountain hex, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. It says South Mountain, so I would assume it is. Yep, sure is. That's a mountain hex. So Johnny Reb gets +2. What else we got? Defending across a creek. Is he? I don't see a creek. Nope. He is just in the mountains. And Union Panic, at least half the combat value. Nope, nope, nope. All right, so we're going to get 3, 4, 5. We're going to get +5 for the Union, +2 for the Confederates. So we get a 7 to 3, so that's going to be a 4, a +4. All right, there are 6 units for Johnny Reb on a +4. Jesus, he gets a 1, D, and a capital R. All right, so he's going to lose 1 strength. Well, one of them's going to lose a strength point. He's got 4. He's got 2. We'll take 1 here. All right, take 1 here, make him a 3. There's 1 right on top. Lucky me. And they become disorganized. Capital D, where you at? Disorganized and fatigued. So he's going to get disorganized and fatigued. All right. And he is going to get disorganized and fatigued. That's capital D. All right, where's that? Okay, we're not playing advanced rules, so that's his first. All right, so he's disorganized and fatigued. Wow. All right, but now they're going to suffer a capital R. Unit must retreat. Or that's a little R. Unit is routed and demoralized 1. All right, now here comes the fun part. Rout is 4 to 6, I believe. I'll have to look that one up. All right, so either way, oh boy, he was in a bad spot. He can't retreat through. Where's my retreat chart? There it is. Okay, so retreat chart 2 for the second, third. Okay, for the fifth. Okay, for the first hex entered in a normal retreat, or for each of the first 4 hexes entered in a route. Okay, the retreat must follow road. Retreat follows a road, pike, trail, and into a hex more distant from the enemy activity than the hex. Retreat. The hex is either in an enemy zone of control, neither in an enemy zone of control, or an enemy occupied hex. All right, that rules out. Retreat does not follow a road or pike trail, but they can't move into the mountains. So that ain't happening. Because mountain movement is prohibited, I believe. Let me see. Oh, come on. Why do they not just have straight mountain on here? Because, see, mountains are prohibited. You can't move through them. Oh, a swamp or a mountain. Prohibited, a unit may not enter or exit a swamp without a road. Okay. So he can't go that way, and he can't go that way. Because there's no road traversing it. Okay, so that one's out of the question. Retreat is not into a hex more distant from the active unit than the hex retreated out of, but the hex retreated into is not in an enemy zone of control or enemy occupied. That's not going to happen. Retreat is into an enemy zone of control, but not an enemy occupied hex. Retreat is into a hex more distant from the active enemy unit. Nope, that's not it. Retreat is into an enemy zone of control, but not an enemy occupied hex. The retreat is not into a hex more distance from the active enemy unit than the hex retreated out of. Jesus. So he's got to do that one because he don't have any choice. Man, he's going to have to go up that valley up there. So he gets a 1, 2, let's see. All right, the number on the left is, I know it explains it. Let's see. Oh, come on. 1 hex, okay. Chart 1 or 2, unit must retreat exit. Where is it? Number on the left and number on hex more distance, blah, 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 blah. It does not suffer. Manpower loss, retreat hex, exception, retreat. All right, here we go. All right, so we have, this is a 1, 2 asterisk. Use the number to the left of the slash for manpower loss if the retreat or route is along a road, pike, trail, or railroad, or into a friendly occupied hex. Yeah, but see, he ended up having to go twice in there. At least he can go 1 there. So either way, he's going to lose 2. All right. Otherwise, use the number to the right of the slash. So these guys are gonna retreat. They're gonna rout and demoralize too. Look at that. They're gonna get demoralized 1, both of them. Ouch. That stings. That stings. All right, so both of these guys, and for route, I think they have to go. Make sure. Where's the results? War be the results. All right, route, demoralize 1. The unit is also you engage 1. Flip to its demoralized. Oh, come on. You're just supposed to tell me how many hexes are there. Oh, where are you at? Here, retreats and routes. Okay. Normal and route. Any normal retreat, blah, blah, blah. In a route, the player must retreat all his defending units a minimum of 4 hexes, a maximum of 6. Okay, so he is fatigued, disorganized, demoralized. He is fatigued, he is disorganized, and he is demoralized. And since they got a route, oh, so the capital R unit is route. Forgot. See how much fatigue they got to take. Where is it? Oh, here we go. And here's retreating units may move as a stack and must move as a stack. Leaders must accompany the retreating units with the following exceptions. Okay. Well, I know darn well they're supposed to take. So a big F is fatigue -2. All right, so he's disorganized and fatigued, and he routed. But it doesn't say in here that the route doesn't say anything about additional fatigue. Expended retreats with the following exceptions. Nope, doesn't say a thing. All right. So he's already taken his freaking fatigue, and they're running away, so, and they can move together. Man, that's his first fatigue too. All right, so they got to go this way, and we got to take a loss, right, for that hex. They got to take 2 losses, actually. So he'll take 1. He'll take 1, which sucks. And he's disorganized anyhow, so he's a half strength. All right. I haven't even done the union yet. All right, so he'll take 1, and what's his name here? He'll take 1. Hill. He's a 3, so he's going to go down to a 2, which I have 1 right there. And he's disorganized. What a punishment they took. Jesus Christ. All right. So that's 2. Or 1. Damn. Well, they can. The Union just can't. 1. Wow. If he goes into that hex. Doesn't say nothing about the Confederates. They can move anywhere they want, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amazing. Oh, yeah, no, it only says down here, so they can move all up there they want. But for 1 turn, that's not going to matter. All right, so that's 6. 6, and they ran away. Interesting. Thought I was going to blow through this, but not, apparently. Oh, boy. All right. And so we said it was it was +5 and +2. It was 3. It was 4. So he had 13, and that's a +4 for him. He gets a 1, an F, little f, and a little a. So he gets fatigue of 1, and he can advance, and he loses a strength point. All right, so both of these guys. He goes to fatigue. He'll go to 3. He'll go to 4. All right, he'll go to 4. This guy here will go to 3. So he is still useful. And we will take the strength point from this guy. Need a 5. Need a 5. Where do we got a 5? I think this is the only one of these games where I still have all my counters in the same box. Because it's one of the early ones I did. There's a 5. Alright. And they're not disorganized, apparently. So. Alright. And they have advanced and taken that victory location. And do we have to roll for lead or death? I think we do, don't we? I think we do. I think you got to roll a 1. Right. No, he's good. All right. So 1 little F, little A. They both took a fatigue. And they advanced. So that's it, though. They can't do anything else. Man, they have already taken 2 of the hexes. But see, they can't go here. They can't go around. All right. Sturgis is where he is. He could attack the Cav with that 7, but the Cav can retreat. Cox moved over. No, because we moved Sturgis. No, we moved Rodman. So he could attack that. Man, where's that cavalry going to go? I should have moved them out of there before that fight. Oh, my Lord. Well, I better hope to God that Hood, that Longstreet up there, can get down here quick. Capital D, capital R. I want to look at those results because I hope I didn't boo-boo. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I did. Unit gains. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. These guys, so D.H. Hill is a 4. That's my bad. He's done for the turn. D.H. Hill's a 4. And so because they got to increase him by 3. He had none. So he would go to a 3. Wow. Like I said, I'm using the 1.3 rules. All right. Oh boy. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. My bad. All right. Little f is just fatigue of 1 and A. So yeah. So if you suffer if you suffer a disorganized, a big D is, I'm reading it right here, I think. Disorganized fatigue, the unit strength marker is flipped to its disorganized side. If it is already disorganized, it remains so. The unit's fatigue level is also increased by 3 to a maximum of 4. If the unit is already at fatigue level 4, it remains so. Finally, an active unit obtaining a D may not expend any more movement points. Its march action is... Okay, well, that would be if they were the attacker. He hasn't even marched. He hasn't done anything. So Sturgis could hit that cab, and that cab has nowhere to go. Man, just that because of that first initial move. Man, I should have blocked. Either way, I was going to sacrifice somebody. I was either going to sacrifice these two here, which that looks like I did. He got away, but he's got nowhere to go. He has nowhere to go. And if he does a retreat, see, it only says that the Union can't go down here. So if he does a retreat, he's going to take a chance right here of option 4. So, yeah, might as well try to punish him, right? So he's got 7 movement points. Damn. So he's going to do a retreat. He's only got a strength of 1. So where's that cavalry chart at? So cavalry retreat, he is in the mountains. Oh, he can just go over, so it doesn't matter. So he's in the mountains. So that's going to be, if a cavalry unit occupies a mountain hex, the modifier is reduced to +1 if the active unit also. He does not. All right, so it's a +3 because he's in the mountains. He is a very small force. If the cavalry unit in the hex has a combined combat value of more than 1/2 and 1 or less, counting entrenchments, exception if the cavalry units are Confederate, the modifier is altered to a -1. In Stonewall Jackson's way, and here come the rebels. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so he's small, so he's going to get a +3 and a -2, so he's going to get a +2. So, for the cavalry retreat, the Confederate player, to perform march moves north street. Again, enemy, where's the procedure? Oh, here we go. Roll the die, roll a die. So he's going to get a +2, we said. So he gets a 4. You cut it in half. The modified roll is halved. Okay, so he gets +2. He gets 6, 3. So this guy's only going to get 4 movement points. He is going to go this way into his zone of control. And he does a... Where's it at? And it is more distant, so it's along a road or a pike, so he's okay. He's not going to lose anything. 1, 2, Jesus. He's going to have to sit right there in that mountain hex. He's going to have to stay right there because he needs to force them to do something. Okay. No, because if he does it again, he'll just retreat again. So 1, 2. God, that's going to suck, man. If a cavalry unit retreats into an enemy occupied hex, okay. After exiting its retreat, cavalry unit's fatigue level is increased by 1. Huh. Doesn't say he gets disorganized. Oh yeah, the cavalry unit's strength markers flip to its disorganized. Okay, so he's retreated. Jesus, he's not going to stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He took 3 away from him. So, man, this is painful. This is painful. Painful. is 1 and 2. So road doesn't matter. That's a trail, that's a road. Okay, so it's going to cost him 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there because it's on a trail. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably just would have moved him to here. Oh, sorry, shit. Let me do that first. All right, so we'll move him to here. I mean, he's disorganized, and he gets a fatigue of 1. Well, I'm telling you right now, he's not gonna stop nothing. He slowed that guy down by moving to here 1, 2, and he moves up in here. So if he activates again, the minute he activates, and I change his fatigue marker. The minute he activates, that cav can do its thing again. I tell you what, they need help. They need help. All right, initiative. Oh boy, the Confederates got it. All right. They got to take a risk. So this 4 can't do anything. He's done. Garland can. So let's roll. He's going to go exhausted though. Yeah, if he tries to move now, he's also going to use extended march. Oh my God. All right, so he has got to move in with Rhodes. Rhodes has a strength of 2. He's got a fucking strength of a half. These guys aren't going to do any good. All right, we need to do Longstreet. Longstreet is a good leader. Cavalry division or infantry. Where's that? He is not. Is he a corps leader? He's in November 15 to 17, 1862. No. Infantry leader in Stonewall in the Valley. It's a 1D minimum of 2. He's not a great. Oh, that's the unit. You jeez. Infantry leader is a 1D plus 2. All right. So Longstreet's got to get down here. 2, that's 4. Crap. All right, so he gets a fatigue level of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Fatigue levels of 1. Hood's got 4. He's got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way. Man. It's terrible. Initiative. Oh, Billy Yank. This might do it right here, guys. This might do it. Like I say, it's only a 1-turn game, so you might as well use them. I'm going to walk away here just for a second. I need to use the facilities. I'll be right back. All right. Didn't even know I was gone, did you? Gotta love these 3-day weekends. Although I've been sleeping on the couch pretty much all day today. Other than clipping a few counters here and there. Alright, so Billy Yank has the advantage. And you know what they want to do? They want to drive Rhodes out of Boonesboro. And they want to drive that cavalry away. So, Cox is sitting on a fatigue of 2. So we're going to do a core activation with Reno. Which means That guy can't do anything. Everybody else can. So Reno gets a infantry leader. He's a +1. Ha 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 ha. He gets 2. Well, this might make it interesting. So he can't do anything anyhow. He's flipped over to a 4. Excuse me, my goodness. All right, but he's going to be able to do his thing. He's going to get flipped over to a 3. But they have got to try. So we're going to start with him. And he's going to get flipped. Man, I guess he's got to do something first. All right, so let's start with Cox. He is a 3. Can he attack? Oh, he's going to do... If a march is made by a Union unit, you get a +1. It doesn't even make any sense. If a march is made by a Union unit, does not apply to cavalry units belonging to the Army of Potomac. Why would they get a +1? When to assault? Okay. If a unit on its normal side reaches fatigue level 3 or 4. If a unit on its exhausted side reaches fatigue level 2, 3, or 4. All right, so he reaches, yeah. All right, so he's got to roll. Just see if he still has some manpower loss. Oh, God. All right, so Cox is reaching 3. So the minute he starts marching, all right, so if a march is made, so he's only going to get 2. Shit. So that's going to be 1 right there. All right, so he's got to roll. He's a, what is he? He is a 6. All right, so he's going to get a +1 for that. If a march unit on its normal side increases fatigue 3, he's going to get another +1. That's +2. Going to be +2. So he's going to get a +2 manpower of 6. Is he disorganized? Nope, not disorganized. He's organized, manpower, any manpower value. Okay, so he's got to roll a 6 or higher. He's getting a +2 manpower. 4, 5, 6. He rolls a 6. That's a big D. He's disorganized, and the strength marker is flipped to its disorganized side. All right, he is disorganized. And he is, God, this sucks, man. Because he needs to attack. So let's look at the attack sheet. All right, so it would be 4-2. That's 2-1, I think, right? Combat value? What is combat value? His combat value is 4. All right. So it would be 2-1, so that would be a +1. You got to do it. You got to try to drive them out of there. +1. All right. All right, let's flip over here. So tactical value is going to be a wash. Artillery, he's got a +1. And he is in rolling. Yeah, the city doesn't mean any. Well, it actually does. Woods, city, and mountain. Sure does. Is that a city? I don't think so. That's not a city. No, that's not a city. So it's rolling. Ooh. He's going to get a -1 to artillery. All right. It would be a hasty attack, which is going to be a -1. Good God. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Make sure I did that right. Yeah, -1. Sure enough. All right. Hasty attack. Flank, artillery, all that shit's done. Assault action. All right. Confederates. Let's see. Are they across the creek there? Nope. Bridge, dam, ferry, ford. Nope, nope, nope. All right. So that's it. It is going to be nothing for Johnny Red. And it is going to be -1 for Billy Yank. Wow. Oh, Billy Yank rolls a 2. And the Johnny Red roll, that's a -4. Jesus. Nothing for the Confederates. But -4 to, what is he, a 6? He's attacker's combat value is 4. Is a 2D. He's going bye-bye. Oh, you know what? I haven't been tracking these strength point losses. Oh, yeah, I got my chart over here. I can do that. All right, so he's going to take 2 hits. Good God. Poor dudes. So he's reduced to a 2. Yeah, he's maxed out now in fatigue. You can bet that. And he's demoralized. Demobilized. Where's that? There it is. That was a bad turn. Well, for one turn game, pretty much had to do it. All right. So he is routed. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. That sucks. But, got to keep on doing it. Man, these guys, he can attack with a hasty. He could go 1-2 and attack with a hasty. It's not going to happen. I need to get those guys up. So I think what we want to do is flipped him to 4 already. So let's go 1. Let's get him out of the way. 1, 2. All right. He's not. Did I go to the right place? Yeah, he was there. All right. Sturgis. He can activate and fight that cav unless that cav wants to retreat. So if the cav did it again, they're all right. It's not going to matter. So let me make sure. A cavalry unit performs retreat. Okay, a cavalry unit may use cavalry retreat to avoid attack by an enemy infantry or artillery unit. Cavalry retreat more than once per action. This is the second action. The player owning a cavalry may declare a retreat in any of the following circumstances. An enemy infantry or artillery unit begins a march in normal mode next to it. If an enemy infantry unit begins a march in a restricted zone of control belonging to a cavalry unit, well, you know what? If he takes him on, Sturgis has 7. He's only got a half. That's going to be like 14 to 1. All right. So it's always 1, regardless. Small unit. Here we go. He's in the mountains, but so is he. So that's 1 this time. So it's going to be a +1. So it's +1, small force, -1. So it's going to be even. He rolls a 5. So when you roll, modified die rolls halved, fractions down. So halved would be 2. And there's no modifiers. So he only had 2. So he falls away into this hex, and he's disorganized. And his fatigue goes up, so it doesn't matter. All right? And he lost his 2 movement points. So he ain't going nowhere. Cox is already doomed. He is already doomed. All right? So now we go to initiative. And the Confederates get it. So Rhodes, man, I should have entrenched with him. And it's 1 turn. I don't think he can. He can't do that. It's after 63. All right, so it's Longstreet +2. Jesus Christ. He gets a 3. He gets a 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't need to force march him because they're never going to get here. My God. 1, 2, 3. Was he still in command? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's all of that. Initiative. And they get it again. All right, that could be a plus, but we got to do Longstreet again. 2. He gets a 4. All right, so he's in command now. So we can get that 10 in there. All right, so Rhodes can get out. So Rhodes, what do we want to do? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Rhodes gets his first fatigue. He gets his first fatigue. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. He will get his third fatigue. And he is going to be in an ugly place. But, right, man, what terrible rolls for them. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going into Boonesboro. He can't, because it takes 1 more to get in there. Cavalry doesn't have to worry about it, though. So he's coming right there. Or do we want to go 3, 4? Let's take him this way. Maybe try to get over here and help. All right. Initiative again. Here come the Yankees. He can't. Yeah. Damn it. I keep forgetting to do this. This guy here can't do nothing. He's useless. So we gotta do activation with Hooker. Hooker, Hooker, Hooker. All right, let's do a core activation with Hooker. Hooker is an infantry leader. 1D plus 1. 2. 2. Oh, he's rolling. He's rolling. 1, 2. Gee, money, Christmas. 1, 2. 1, 2. I mean, you could do a force march. But a forced march is going to put, let me look, hold on. Let me look. Never done one, so. Never done one. And I don't even see it. I don't even see it. Oh, here, force march. A player may enhance his active unit's movement allowance by declaring a force march. A force march may only be declared in step 3 of the march procedure. An active unit may force march only if its strength marker is currently on its organized side. Artillery units can never force march. To conduct a force march, follow this procedure. Flip the unit strength to its organized side. If an infantry unit force marches, roll 1 die and subtract 1 from the roll. Cavalry is roll 2. Sorry. Okay. The result is the number of movement points added to the active unit's movement allowance. All right. Does it say he takes? Oh boy. The minimum movement point bonus gained by an infantry is 2. No matter what the modification is. Alright, if an unmodified roll in step 2 is 6, the active unit's manpower value is reduced by 2. If the unmodified die roll in step 2 is from 2 to 5, or 8 or more for cavalry, the active unit's manpower value is reduced by 1. Damn. So not only does he lose strength, so he's going to get disorganized and he's going to lose strength, and there's no way he's going to fight Dr. Hill, Dr. Jones, Dr. Hill, if he's reduced. All right. Activation. All right. Johnny Reb. So, does he want to drive him out of here? I don't think he needs to. I think he sits right there. And I think we bring Hood in. Nope, I think they do. I think they need to drive him out of there. He's got 5. No, Hood's only got 4. Nope, I think they're okay. We're going to lose those 2 hexes, though. So, I mean, literally, what's the Union done? So the Union has, let's see. So they're going to get, they got 4 for Zittlestown and 3 for Mountain House. So that's 7. They've got 7. Oh. Competitors need to knock that down. So they've got 7. 7. The occupation is determined in the game. It must be infantry. So right now, it is, under those circumstances, it is must be by infantry in order to count. And it is. But when do you use the strength points? Because Johnny Reb is going to have to attack, I believe. All right. So 1 for each Confederate man point lost in combat, retreat, or cavalry retreat. Manpower value, okay. Forced march or moving from one zone of control to another, okay. Not an extended march or forced march or moving from one enemy zone of control to another. Moving, okay. All right, for each, same thing with them. So the Confederates, I gotta figure these out. To figure out what because I think they're gonna have to attack. I don't think they're gonna have any choice. Worst part is he's sitting in the mountains. So, let's see. So, these guys are all good. Heath Illinois good. All right, so Reno, Cox he got manpower of 2. So, he's lost 4, right? Yeah, so he's lost 4. Rodman, where you at, Rodman? Rodman took a beating too, I think, didn't he? Rodman's down to a 5. So Rodman's lost 1. Rodman is at a 5. Sturgis is at 7, so he's still a 7 right now. And what do we got in here? Wilcox is a 7. So he hasn't lost anything. So there's 5 points right there for the Confederates. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Do the Confederates get victory points? Union player gains and loses victory points for the following. All right, so the Confederates have, oh yeah. So right now, they've got 4, 5, 12. They've got 15. All right. And Colquitt is now a 0. Let's see, Colquitt's a 0. All right. Where's Evans? There's Evans, Hood. They haven't lost anything. All right, D.H. Hill A. He's a 2. Ooh, boy. He's a 2. All right. Who's that below him? Garland? Garland is a 1. All right. These 3 have not lost anything. And he is still a 1. So they've lost, the Union's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Union has 10. So that is -5 right now. So right now it's Confederate decisive victory. Interesting. I didn't realize that the Union loses points for not having those hexes. Yeah, so it would have been, yeah, gains and loses victory points for the following. Let me look at it in the rule book. So, if the Union infantry occupies Mountain House at the end of the game. Nope, doesn't say that. Doesn't say that. Nope. So I got to take off those 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus. So I got to take off all right, let's do this again. Do this again. All right. My God. So the Confederates, or the Union has 4. They have 7 there. They have 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Right? So that's 12. And they're going to lose 4, 5, minus 5. So they got a 7. So Feather's got attack. Johnny Red has got to cause 7 points of damage here. Or 6. I don't see that happening. He's going to try. He's going to do a core activation. 3, 4, 5. So he gets 5. That'll be Hood. But he's going to go to a 4. Game over, boys. Game over, because they're not going to be. He's going to have to go to a 4. Rhodes can go. What's Rhodes going to do? Attack with his 2 on him in the mountains? Nope. So this is game, set, and match. Because they activate, they flip to a 4, they're not going to do anything. Let's make sure. Let's make sure, lads. I mean, they're at 3s. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, select the target. A unit performing a march attacks as follows. Let's do this first. All right. All right. Rules of movement. Here we go. A unit moves from blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Having to look this up. Okay. All of the units selected to participate in an active leader action must be at fatigue level 3 or less. Okay, so they start at 3. All right, so they start at 3. They're going to move on the attack. All right, but they're going to probably have to. When do you check? Let's see. Status of the unit. If a march is made. So they're not. He's going straight into an assault. Because he's sitting right next to him. Or prepared attack. Either way. Only if one or more subordinate units in the leader's hex have a fatigue level of 3 or less. Well, it doesn't matter. He can do a prepared attack, so. Yeah, so, all right, let's do it. We got to do it for, what's his name, 2, and he gets a 2, that's 4. So he's going to get 4. He will go to fatigue of 4. But he is going to attack, and it's going to be prepared. This is not going to be pretty, I'm going to tell you right now. So he's got 10. Mr. Longstreet does right there. Oh, wait a minute. He can't attack him. Oh, my God. Well, no, because he's in a mountain hex. It's got to be through a road. Ain't that something? So if that's the case, zone of control doesn't work. Wow. All right. Do it with Rhodes can't attack. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. This game's over. This is a Union victory. It's a Union victory at +7. And +7 is Union substantive victory. Because, and I'm going to say that this is because, let's pick the camera up here. So this is going to be because, one, the Union got, with that first initiative, got great attacks. All right? Great attacks with those units that were sitting in those, even with the +3 for the defender sitting in the mountains. Man. But of course, in the second attack, it was only +1 because they were now in the mountains. The Union was in the mountains with them. And part 2 would be Longstreet rolling, what did he roll? A 1 for the first one and a 2 for the second one. So he burned up 2 fatigue. God, I could have forced marched him. I guess that would have given him 4. Regardless, he would have been disorganized. So he would have been fatigued out from what his movements, or he'd been disorganized, which either way, it's cutting down he still would have burned up 3 by the time he got there. And it's got to be because of the good attacks by the Union on the first turn. Literally knocking out, really displacing 3 stacked, destroying 1 brigade and displacing 2 brigades and making the cavalry run. I mean, the cavalry did its job, but what were they going to do? I mean, if they stay, they're going to get smoked at like 10-1, 12-1, 14-1. So they pretty much got to run. So the deal is, Boonesboro was worth 7 points. Right? They didn't take it, but they don't lose 7 points. Or 4 points. That was 7 points. Roarsville, down here where the cab is, underneath the cab unit, is worth 3. And Zittlestown, right there in the middle, that the Union took, that was worth 4. And then right underneath Reno is the Mountain House, and that was worth 3. So they got 7 right there. And they destroyed, the chart over here. So they destroyed Colquitt's brigade. That was 2. So let's look at the chart. So there's Colquitt. He had 0 strength. Garland lost 1. So there's 3 more points. And then 2 from D.H. Hill. So that's 7 and 5. That's 12. All right. And then they lost 5 strength points of their own. 4 from Cox and 1 from Rodman. So you take all 5. And it's 7 points. And 7 points is a Union, 1 point short of a decisive victory. So yeah. Of course, I thought South Mountain was there because Lee, they were delaying them, and Lee was pulling back into here to set up a defense along the creek right there. So, I mean, this was only 1 turn. So I guess if that's what they were trying to do, then that's it. All right, I need to end this. My phone's dying, so I'll get this posted up and tell me what y'all think about this. This is a pretty long 1-turn playthrough. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what your opinion was of that, and what do you think the reason for this outcome was. All right, let's get this up. Thanks, all.